Tonight, Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger is also refuting claims the voting system was updated the night before the election in Spalding County, and he's asking the county elections director to step down over it. Here's what we know. There was an issue with the Spalding machines. They caused the polls to open late that day. We talked to Spalding elections director Marcia Ridley that morning. She told us Dominion updated the software overnight, causing the cards that record each person's ballot to stop working. Here was Ridley's response as reporters pressed her for details.
Why do you guys have this glitchy update, but none of the other counties have this glitchy update?
That's a good question.
So there was an update unknown to anybody until this morning, essentially, that got pushed to the machines.
And then they had to do an update to correct it.
Right, and that normally does not happen.
Today, the Secretary of State's office made it clear there was no update, and the inaccurate information provided talking points for those looking to undermine Georgia's elections. Secretary Raffensperger also says Ridley also instructed elections workers to use provisional ballots instead of emergency ballots, possibly violating state law. Ridley responded tonight saying the information came from a Dominion worker who misspoke, and she later clarified what happened.